Starting this Thursday, I'm going to be exploring the book of Philippians on Zoom. So I thought I'd make a really quick video just to explain what the book is all about. Philippians is a letter and one of four that were written by Paul when he was under house arrest in Rome. We could say under lockdown. It's called Philippians because it was written to the church in the ancient Greek city of Philippi. Oh, for me? Thank you very much. Do you know they were an incredibly generous bunch in Philippi? In fact, in the book of Acts, chapter 16, we read how the church began there. And when Paul preached and the Lord opened the heart of a lady called Lydia, and she believed in Jesus, she immediately insisted that Paul and his companions came to stay at her home. And that was the type of church that they were. They continued to support Paul through hospitality and gifts. So when they heard that Paul was under house arrest in Rome and basically had to find his own food or starve, they sent him a gift carried to him by a church member called Epaphroditus, whose name, incidentally, means lovely. And Epaphroditus stayed with Paul for a time to care for his needs, and then he eventually returned to Philippi with this letter, the book of Philippians. So Philippians, we could say, is a thank you letter. But it's more than that, because Paul also took the opportunity to share about his own circumstances, what he had learnt, and also convey and teach some valuable lessons to the church in Philippi. Do you know, receiving a gift brings joy, and it's interesting that Paul talks about joy frequently in this letter. In fact, it's a letter that very much tells us where we are to find joy. It's striking that a letter written from lockdown would contain the word joy or rejoice more frequently than any other book of the Bible. Because joy goes deeper than circumstance, and even in the hardest of times and the most restrictive of times, joy can be found in Jesus. Do you know, bringing a gift to someone is also about giving and sharing and serving. And these are themes also clearly evident in the book of Philippians. So Philippians is a letter written from lockdown with much to teach us today. There are 4 chapters to Philippians, and so here is just a general outline for you. Chapter 1 is about our joy sharing in Christ. Chapter 2, about joy in serving like Christ. Chapter 3, joy in knowing Christ. Chapter 4, the joy of resting in Christ. So like our Sunday series on Psalm 23, Philippians is also all about Christfulness. So I'd really encourage you to read this letter through and join with me this Thursday on Zoom, and please message us for more details. My love and blessings to you all.